What's up? This is the Von Casket, home to the lamest tasty. Check me out on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. All one word, the Von Casket, where you can subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much more. We're doing a casket review on Karate Kid Legends. Boom. This is a recent release that premiered May 30th, 2025 in theaters. This is the latest entry in the Karate Kid universe, following up that amazing run that Cobra Kai, the show on Netflix, had. It was originally a YouTube Red series, but I believe 5 out of the 6 seasons were Netflix originals. So we'll call it a Netflix original. Really interesting concept here. This was a PG-13 with a hour and 34 minute runtime, which is around the sweet spot, which is between an hour and 35, hour 45. I personally believe straight up that this movie could have been a little bit longer. It was a very short movie. It felt short. The pacing here was very quick, very high tempo, but it served its purpose. It felt fine. It was like a short, little fun, little adventure excursion. The story itself probably lasted maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. There might be a little bit of time skipping in the beginning of the movie, but like once the training and the tournament happens, it's maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks of actual time continuum. It was really interesting. I liked a lot of things here. I liked how they brought Daniel LaRusso in and Jackie Chan's character, and how they were able to connect Jackie Chan's character lineage directly to Mr. Miyagi, and like the different aspects of martial arts and the different training that they focus on. I feel like there could have been more that the Jackie Chan Karate Kid movie, there could have been more ties and references to that, including maybe having Jaden Smith appearance or reference, but there wasn't. But really interesting way they put Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan together here to teach this kid both aspects of different martial arts of karate and taekwondo and all that kind of stuff. And I really enjoyed that. And the character himself was cool. There wasn't a lot of development outside of like him and his love interest. Like the guy that was like the villain, like the antagonist, was just kind of a jerk the entire time, and there was no like development where like Johnny Lawrence eventually, he has that moment where he's betrayed, right? He's this jackass character is treating, and then he gets turned on by his master at the beginning of Karate Kid 2. And then he leaves, and you don't see him again. But like, there was like something that happened to him, right? There was a change. In that change, he gets turned on. He gets to become the victim. He's no longer this big bad guy. This guy ends after being defeated just as annoyed and aggravating as he was in the beginning. And you don't really see like an apology. As far as I remember, there was no like apology between him and the girl, nothing like that. So like there's no development there. You only follow, you get a little bit, he becomes, because he just moved there, he becomes friends. You get to see a development with the friend that's like his tutor, and you get to see the love interest. And that's all you see, right? That's all you see. The dad gets a little, like the love interest's dad that owns a pizza place, he gets a little bit of development, but nothing crazy. It's interesting. There's a lot going on. It was cool. There was lots of fun scenes, lots of fight scenes, lots of stuff like that. But it felt all very quick. Not rushed, but quick. It didn't feel like it breathed more than it needed to. It just did the bare minimum here. It was a very quick movie. And I don't feel like any of the Karate Kid movies, and obviously the hour-long episodes of Cobra Kai, never felt this quick. So it was different, and it was unique in its own little way, and I liked it. And this character was fun to watch, being that he's this brand new character. It's cool. I hope like there's another Legends. I hope we get to see more of this kid because it would be fun, especially because he's in New York and we don't really get a lot of Karate Kid in New York. It's used in California. But excuse me, what I really enjoyed here was the end. Right, I think it's an end credit. It's a credit scene here where he gets a gift from, it's a pizza is delivered to California. Really funny. And Ralph Macchio's character opens it up in the dojo at that was originally Mr. Miyagi's, and Johnny Lawrence walks out. So like you now know it's post, because the way they talk and the way they're talking about stuff and the way they're talking together, it's post Cobra Kai. Like this is after the end of season 6. It's the way that's my theory. I don't think they necessarily, it's either during like season 6 or after season 6 because they're working together and they have like a friendly relationship. So it has to be within season 6, post season 6, which is really cool because when season 6 was premiering, people were interviewing everybody because the trailers for Karate Kid Legends were coming out, and people were like, "Oh, I have no involvement in that. No one ever asked me. We're not going to be in this. I don't know what's going on." So no one knew when this was going to take place or what was going on. But hearing Johnny Lawrence's voice and seeing him walk into frame was like, "What the heck?" And it was the end of the movie. So I was like shocked. It was a very solid movie with very solid acting and very good choreography. It was just very short, and it felt short. It felt fast. It felt like, you got to see a day in the life. It felt like an episode, not a movie. And I think that's the problem, that we've been overexposed for the last, I don't know, whenever Cobra Kai season 1 came out. Since then, we've been spoiled in getting hour-long episodes, over and over and over again. And like seasons getting longer. Like I believe season 6 had multiple parts and stuff like that. And we've been so used to like tons of content being long, you get each season, you're getting 6 to 8, maybe 12 hours worth of content. And the original movies weren't short to begin with either. Like Karate Kid 1 goes straight into Karate Kid 2. Like that's probably 5 hours worth of content to tell like a continuing story. I want to see the runtime. Yeah, Karate Kid 1, 2 hours and 6 minutes. Karate Kid 2, hour and 53 minutes. Karate Kid 3, where are we? Hour and 52 minutes. Where's the next Karate Kid? The next Karate Kid, hour and 47 minutes. So Karate Kid Legends is the shortest Karate Kid movie. I didn't look at the remake, actually. No, it's not even a remake. Now that they did this, it's just the Karate Kid. 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's the longest. The Karate Kid and I don't like how they both are called the Karate Kid. But yeah, Karate Kid Legends here is the longest by like 15 minutes. Is the shortest by 15 minutes. And that's when you then have to subtract credits. So it's even shorter than that hour 30. Right, hour 34. So take 5 minutes off. Hour and a half. That's a short movie. It's a very short movie, but it was very well done, and I liked it a lot. So let's go into the rating. I've been ranting and raving about this. I also like to have the final fight was on a rooftop. That was really cool. I gave Karate Kid Legends 4.9 that was my fresh ranking as soon as I finished. I thought it was a great movie, and you're gonna be like, oh, you've been claiming. I just think this could have been longer. I just think it's weird. It doesn't feel like a full movie. It feels like a short. It feels like a special, like an episode. It doesn't feel so. Like you go into this as a fan of Karate Kid, you might be disappointed. If you go into this as a fan of Cobra Kai, you're gonna be like a little underwhelmed with the length and the amount and how fast it goes. So it's individually, this is good. Compared to the other stuff, it's not as good, but it's great in my opinion. If I had to adjust this, I might subtract a couple points and go to like 4.7, but that's what I ranked it when I watched it, and that's what I'm going to stick with for now. With that being said, guys, that was Cobra Kai, Karate Kid Legends. This is the Violent Casket, home to Lame Mistakes. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, where you can subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much more. Do me a massive favor and stay lame.